if it's what I want to do.
Hello, what I'm in, and nice to meet you. Got some questions I'm wondering, can you answer?
What's up YouTube, Dan here, and welcome to the first episode of season number 2 of my Real Madrid career series. Potentially probably the last season that I'm going to do with this team. I've really enjoyed using this team. The likes of Bale, Ronaldo has been a really enjoyable series, so thank you for all the support on the series so far. So could we hit 50 likes again? That would be absolutely insane, as we did hit it on the last episode, and that is a lot to ask, and you guys actually hit it. And thank you for all the comments as well about your suggestions for players you want me to buy. Players ranging from like Gosa, Ozil, those kind of players you want me to bring back to Real Madrid, like Ozil, those kind of players. And thank you so much for all the comments, all your favourites, the likes and that kind of thing. So moving on to season number 2. So first of all, towards the end of season number 1, I got a couple of messages there saying that they're really happy with how I did last season. If you don't actually know, I did actually win the league. I won the Spanish Cup final, actually lost the Champions League final up against Chelsea. Chelsea were actually amazing last year, and I just couldn't deal with them, and they actually won it 2-0 in the end, I do believe. I only recorded that a couple of days ago, but a really enjoyable final as well. I didn't really turn up, but anyway, the first thing I did into season number 2, I actually looked at my squad, had a look at some of the players I do want to sell, and also maybe offering some new contracts towards the start of the season. So first of all, here is Angel Di Maria. So things I do like about Di Maria is the thing he does actually score quite a lot of goals for a right midfielder, sorry, and also he actually offers width as well. But the thing is, he is 20 million, and for a player that's worth 20 million, he doesn't do enough. And he's worth around about the same amount as Isco, Balotelli, and for that amount of money, I could buy some really quality players. So that's why I'm going to probably sell Di Maria, hopefully get around about 30 million for him. And you can see Morata actually taking him off the transfer list because I'm going to use him a bit more this season. So I'm going to kind of talk about what players I'm going to go and try and buy in this transfer window. That's what I should have said. And yes, so I'm going to kind of talk about what players I want to buy. So first of all, the first player I want to buy is probably a new centre-back, just as a backup centre-back, because I'm really enjoying using Sergio Ramos and Varane as my centre-backs, and Pepe have kind of become a CDM for now. I kind of want to bring in a backup centre-back because when Ramos or Varane is injured, I'm screwed basically. That's all I can say. I'm screwed because Nacho Fernandez isn't the strongest of centre-backs, and Pepe is not really centre-back in my opinion. And yes, so also I kind of want to bring in a new CDM to kind of go next to Khedira, maybe someone like Jack Wilshere or Pogba, someone like that. You can leave that in the comment section below. And yes, someone maybe a Cam as well to link up with Bale and Ronaldo, someone like Götze, maybe Ozil, Draxler, maybe a backup striker, someone like Son from Bayer Leverkusen, or someone like Lukaku. So as I said, we have got actually 69 million to spend in the transfer budget and 325,000 to spend as our wage budget. So first of all, I look for Mario Götze. He's actually 22 years old, 87 rated. They wanted around about 55 million for him, and that is absolutely insane, but maybe I'll go for him because a lot of you guys have been saying to get Götze, and he's absolutely fantastic on this game, getting to a potential of around about 92. So second of all, I went to Arsenal because I know they got a lot of good young players, and I had a look at Jack Wilshere. He's really good in defence as well as being really good in attack as well, and that's why I really like Jack Wilshere. Good work rates as well, having a look at Aaron Ramsey as well, but in the end I went for Jack Wilshere because he's actually worth around about 11.5 million, which I thought for a player of his calibre that's really cheap. So next of all, you know who I'm going for. I'm actually going for Mesut Ozil. Going to try and bring him back to Real Madrid. We're going to see how much he's going for, but what I normally do is actually inquire about how much they want for him, and if it's too much I won't go for him. And he's actually valued at 36 million, so I'm kind of guessing around about 50 million they will want for him. So next of all, here's Julian Draxler. So if you don't know, for my next gen career mode I will be doing Schalke, and I can't wait for that series. That's going to be absolutely insane. And by the way, for you guys who've been asking, I will be getting next gen around about maybe Christmas, maybe a bit after Christmas, as Xbox One, I'm actually getting Xbox One by the way, is actually really slow to come in. A lot of people have been buying obviously, and that means that people like Game obviously and Amazon, those kind of things, haven't got enough stock, and that means they'll probably be having to wait until the end of Christmas. So I was having a look at players like Mesut Ozil and obviously Draxler as well. Draxler is going to be my plans for Schalke, probably the main player for that, so I'm going to kind of save him for that career mode. So I'm going to kind of not really go for him in this series. So next of all, I had a look at Heung-min Son, I do believe it's called, and he actually has 5-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. I always like my player to have a good weak foot. That's always something I look for, and also good skill moves as well. 3-star skill moves isn't too bad, but he's a striker, so it's not too bad. So next of all, I went for the Belgian beast called Lukaku. So the reason why I didn't buy him in season 1, I would love to buy him, but because he's actually on loan at Everton, so that's why I wasn't able to buy him. But he's absolutely amazing in real life, and also on this game he's a massive beast. He's actually amazing, and I really love using him. I also used him on Ultimate Team as well, and he's really good to use. So before I actually forget, the question of the day for today's episode is going to be, do you think Gareth Bale is worth 85 million? Do you think he's worth less? Do you think he's worth more? And in my opinion, it kind of depends on how well he does this season, so, and obviously in the future as well. But if he does well, I think it'll be worth it. But he's actually a quality quality player, I got to admit. Bale's absolutely fantastic, but I would have loved to see him continue in the BPL, but in my opinion, it was the right move to go to the Liga BBVA. So anyway, the next player I went for was a little Brazilian magician going by the name of Philip Coutinho. So in real life, he links up really well with Daniel Sturridge and Luis Suarez, and on this game, he will link up well with Bale, Ronaldo, and obviously Balotelli, Costa. Imagine that attack. You can imagine that. It's just absolutely insane, and that's why I've been kind of looking for a cam, because last season Isco didn't really do too much, and Gundogan was my other option. It kind of became like a CDM towards the end of the season, as he has got really good defending stats, and maybe I'll go for someone like Vidal as my next CDM, maybe someone like Kabay, someone like that. We'll have to wait and see in the next episode. You can start leaving your comments and what players you want me to buy in the next episode. So here is Philip Coutinho. He's got 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot. He's got medium attacking work rate and medium defensive as well. And yeah, so again, a massive thank you for all support in the last episode. It was around about 20 minutes. I'm surprised that most of you guys actually watched all the episodes as well. Tell me how much you watched of that episode, and also tell me how long you want the episodes to be in this series as well. Do you want them to be around under about 10 minutes? Do you want them to be over 10 minutes but less of them? Leave that in the comment section below. I'd really love to know how long you want these episodes to be. So next of all, I had a look at Mario Götze again, and they wanted, I think it was around about 60 to 73 million, as it says on the screen, 53 million, sorry, and that is an insane amount, astronomical amount of money there. And in the end, I went for a cheeky bid of a 5 million plus Di Maria, thinking they're probably going to reject it, but if they accepted it, I've got away with probably the bargain of the century, because Mario Götze on this game is absolutely insane, so I'd love to use him. And there you can see Mesut Ozil, they want 69 million, that is absolutely insane, so there's no way I'm going to be probably buying him, and I will do an Arsenal career mode before the end of FIFA 14. So next of all, here is, again, as I said a bit earlier ago, I was having a look at Julian Draxler, and as I said, at the moment, I was kind of looking for maybe a cheap deal. If I could get him quite cheap, I would go for him, and I was kind of thinking about, he's going to be in my main plans for my Schalke career mode, so I won't probably invest too much money, I should say, into Julian Draxler. So next of all, I was having a look at Son. I won't call him by his full name, but hopefully I can get him. He'll be a good backup striker for now. He's actually rated, I think, around about 79, but he will go up to around about 85, maybe even around about to the high 80s as well, which would be insane. And I'd love watching him in real life as well. He's actually South Korean, I do believe, and he does get to a potential of around about 85, 86. So next of all, here's Romelu Lukaku, and they wanted 8 million, which I think is probably the bargain of the century, replacing Mario Götze. So 8 million for Romelu Lukaku. A player gets to a potential of around about 85. So here is a message here from Mario Balotelli. He wants more wages. I'm happy to give it to him, because have you noticed he always scores in the big games? He actually scored against Barcelona in the semi-final to win us the semi-final. He also scored in the Spanish Cup final as well to win us a game as well. And he's 87 rated now, so he's gone up +2, I do believe. I think he started the season as an 85. And here you can see Jack Wilshere. They wanted 35 million. I actually offered a player a plus around about, I think, around about 10 million, and plus Sahin in the end. And Sahin I'm going to use a bit, but not too much. I don't think I'll use him. And Jack Wilshere and Sahin are quite similar players. The only thing is Jack Wilshere has an absolutely insane potential, and he's more aggressive as well, and that's what I like to have in a player. He's really aggressive, good at tackling and that kind of thing. So the next player I went for was a massive beast, named by Paul Pogba. So again, I used him in my Barcelona career mode, but I do remember him being injured for quite a long time, so I didn't really use him too much, and he's absolutely insane on this game. If you want a cheap CDM, go for Paul Pogba. He's a new Yaya Toure in my opinion, because he's kind of like the similar build, and similar in terms he's got a great long shot as well. And yes, I really want to get Paul Pogba into the team. I'll probably use him in my Schalke career mode as well. He'll be one of the players I always buy in career mode. He's an absolutely insane player on this game. So next of all, I was having a look at Lukaku. There wasn't like a main option to go towards buying him, so I had to go all the way into the shortlist and go make an offer for him. So in the end, I decided to go under the 8 million. I went for 6.5 million, trying to save as much money for hopefully a big signing of Mario Götze. So that'll probably be in the next episode. I'm trying to gather my monies together and hopefully sell a couple of players as well. So that's going to be the end of today's episode. Come back for the next episode. We'll hopefully sell Di Maria, and hopefully even sign someone like Ozil, Götze, maybe Draxler. Leave in the comment section below who you want me to buy, and also can we hit 50 likes? That'll be absolutely insane. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.